Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edwina. I am extremely grateful to have you here with me today. Today we are going to talk about why many immigrants are broke. Yes, many immigrants are broke, and we are going to talk about why that is the case. And I mean, the fact that we are going to talk about money excites me so much because it is one of the things I really love to read about. It is one of the things that I am really interested in learning about. So, and through it all, through all what I've learned when it comes to money, I have come to realize that although how much you earn plays a role, the most important is what you do with how much you earn. So please stay with me to the end of this discussion. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not done that yet. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. First off, many immigrants are broke because many of us fall for social media pressure. So we try to let people know that we have moved to a better place. So we try to dress in a certain way to show off to people that we are now at a better place. We try to wear certain brands of clothing. We try to, drive the latest car. You want to own the latest iPhone. You wear these things, these expensive brands and all that, take photos and you post on your social media platform with titles to show that you are a better place and all that. But really, is it about impressing a community? We have more of a family to feed than a community to impress. And most of these things that we used to show off are things that we even buy on credit. So somebody travels within the first year, they've gone for the most expensive car. Probably they are going to be paying it for like 7 years, and it's going to be on them for 7 years. And they go for the most expensive phone, they are going to be paying for it for the next 2 years. These people who are always showing off on social media, trying to let people know that they are at a better place, cannot really survive 4, 5, 6, 7 to a year if it happens that they lose their regular source of income. So that is one reason why many immigrants are broke. The second reason why many immigrants are broke is that most immigrants travel without taking their time to research into the most appropriate pathway to travel with. So, everybody is going to school, so they also want to go to school. Perhaps you have the qualification to go through a pathway that you wouldn't have to go through school. Perhaps you have everything you need to go through the express entry route if it is Canada that you are going to. But because everybody is going to school, you also want to go to school. And then you come, and then the school fees, and you are not getting a job and you have to pay school fees, and you realize that it comes with so much of a financial burden. Whereas you could have taken your time, done your research, and known the most appropriate pathway to travel for you, which might have been more cost effective, which you may not have to pay any school fees, which probably comes with a lot more benefits. But many of us do not do that research. We just follow what everybody is doing, and we end up realizing that it is even more costly than we think. Some other people will come in with a visitor's visa, and they want to stay anyway, anyhow. So they end up paying lots of money to people to try to get their documents I mean, some even get defrauded, and because some of these things are not even legitimate, you are not even able to report it. So you lose so much money in trying to get your documents. And the next point, which is closely related to this, is that family members who try to bring in their family from their home countries sometimes do not make a full disclosure to them to let them know that as you are coming, when you get here, you would have to pay me all the costs I incurred with regards to your coming here. They do not let them know. So these people get here before they are told that, the entire process of you coming here amounted to say $30,000. So you have to pay me. And then these people start working, and their money, almost everything they are earning, when they take their expenditures out, they are not able to save anything because they have to clear this debt that they have come to meet. They have to clear this debt that they have come to meet. I am not saying that people should bring people from their home countries and bear all the costs, but I think it is worth it if you let these people know before they get here that when they get here, they are coming to pay this amount of money, or when they get here, they will be working to pay all the money that was involved in getting them here, so that they are ready for it and it does not occur to them as a surprise. So most people get here and they're very 1, 2, 3 years, they are not really making any money for themselves. They are just working to offset these debts or trying to get documentations and all that. So you see them working, but in actual fact, they really do not have any savings. They have no emergency funds. They have nothing. They are just working to offset these debts that they have come to meet. My third point, why many immigrants are broke, is what is termed as black tax. Black tax. I don't know why we call it black tax. I don't know if it's only pertaining to black people, but black tax is where your family and friends and people back home makes demands. They request you to help them in things they are doing, and this is something that most people in Africa will do willingly, because that is how we are brought up, to take care of our parents, to help our siblings and all that. So yes, it is something that we do naturally. It is something that we like to do. However, it can become burdensome when you travel, because people have this motive that immediately you travel, you get so much money, everything changes for the better, and so you should be able to give them a lot more than you were giving them when you were back home. And people who you do not even have a personal relationship with try to get access to you to ask you for favors. And sometimes it gets so overwhelming, especially if you have not even settled yet. When it comes to this, I would say that as much as we can, our parents, we cannot say no to them, because yes, from our part of the world, as when you grow up, you take care of them. As they took care of you for you to grow up, you also take care of them when you are of age. Yeah, that is something we do, but try to keep it within your means. Try to have a budget. Try to have a limit. Try to say no when it exceeds your budget, and most importantly, when it is not an emergency. Know when to say no, because people will not have limits until you give them limits. People do not have limits. And I have noticed that when you always give people, when they ask you, They don't even think that you are sacrificing something for them. They tend to think that you have more than you need. So as you are giving them, the more the demands keep coming. The more you give, the more they keep asking. So you should first have a budget. You should know your limit. You should also know when to say no. Most importantly, settle first. You need to have a good grounding to help others to get up. You need to make sure that you are well settled to be able to do these things well. Other than that, you realize that it breaks you down. Okay, it breaks you down. The truth is, when you are down, these people are not in a position to come to your rescue, and it will surprise you the lifestyle they are using these monies that you are sending them to fund. So you want to be careful. You want to make sure that what you are doing is within your means. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The next thing I would like to talk about with regards to why many immigrants are broke is that we get so comfortable with survival jobs. When you travel, you get, sometimes it's not easy to just get work like we're doing back home. So you take anything for starters. You take anything for starters. But once we start earning, we kind of get comfortable that we forget that we had passions or professions that we're pursuing. So we get comfortable with the little that we earn, and either than trying to upgrade and look for another job or something, you try to work so hard to impress the people, hoping that probably your salary will be increased or something. But mostly things do not work like that here. Things do not work like that here at all. You need to know that I am doing this job for a year and probably I'll move on, because one surest way to even increase your income is to change jobs. Once you have the experience, you can change jobs and bargain for a better salary. It will surprise you that you will be somewhere and a new person will be brought for you to even train, and this new person who is coming in will be earning more than you because they bargained for more. Yes, but you are there and you are doing all the work. You are breaking your back, trying to work hard to impress whoever, and you are earning so little. So you need to have a plan yourself. You need to know that I'm doing this for this number of years. After that, I'll do this program, I'll do this course and try to move on. With the experience I have gathered here, and then bargain for something better. Yes, one of the surest way to increase your income is to change jobs. And that is undisputable. So yes, another reason why many immigrants are broke is that we settle for less and we get comfortable with it. And then we try to work so hard to impress our supervisors or whoever we work for to perhaps promote us or something. And in most cases, it doesn't happen. In most cases, it doesn't happen because, that is not how things happen here. I have seen people who are promoted only when their supervisors got to realize that they wanted to move on. Yes, only when they told their supervisors that I have done this program, so I want to move on, or I have gotten a better offer. That is only when they had a promotion. So you need to know these things. The other thing when it comes to why many immigrants are broke is lack of financial literacy. Lack of financial literacy, especially in a place like this where everything depends on credit. Everything depends on credit, and your credit score is everything you need to make it. So you come here and you are giving credit cards and you do not even understand how these things work. You do not know to what extent you have to use your credit card, and you tend to think that it is free money and you spend anyhow. You buy the most expensive of everything just because you've been given a credit card, and some even go to the extent of withdrawing money from these credit cards, and they start piling up credit card debts, and then it goes a long way to harm their credit score. And you realize that it gets to a point that you want to get a mortgage or something very important, and it goes against you. So many of us do not have the financial literacy to help us just do the right things, make the right choices. I mean, you want to start a business. Do you know about getting a loan? Do you know what comes with it? Have you gone to the bank to make an inquiry? Or you just think it might be so difficult? I mean, there's no harm in going to the bank to talk to them. They are there. They will talk to you. They will let you know the ins and the outs of everything. So yes, we should want to learn more about money and how things work here. We should want to talk to our bankers for them to explain these things for us if we do not understand. You would want to know more about the credit system. How much, what percentage of your credit limit should you use? When should you pay it off? How much should you pay off in order to build a good credit score? You would want to know, because if you do not know these things, they come back to hit you hard in the long run. The next thing that is closely linked to this is not having adequate information. Probably because we do not research, we are not reading, we are not asking questions, we are not doing research, because nobody will come and tell you that we are sharing money. Nobody will come and tell you that you're eligible to apply for this benefit. You need to research. You need to ask. You need to read to know. Like, you need to discover. Everything is written somewhere, but you need to look for the information. So you may be entitled, you may be eligible for so many things that you do not even know, because you are not reading anything. You are not asking the right people. You are not talking to anyone. I mean, you are not forming the right associations to ask these questions, so you do not know. So yeah, this is also one reason why many immigrants are poor, and some of us immigrants also do not share these things with our people. I mean, you see somebody doing so well and you ask, and instead of them to tell you, I did A, B, and C, they will just tell you, oh, it's by the grace of God. Why are we like that? Why are we like that? You just want to be the only one doing well. If you know something, tell your friend. If you know something, tell your neighbor to also look into it. I mean, what is good for the geese is good for the gander. Yeah? Yes. The last thing that I want to talk about in this discussion, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. The last thing that I want to talk on in this discussion is that most of us do not have plans for future uncertainty. So when things hit us, when we get unemployed, when death happens, and when all these things that we do not expect happens, it has a great impact on our finances. It has a great impact on our families' finances. Why is it more common to see these GoFundMe accounts all over here? Why is it so common to see them here than it is even to see them back home? Because here most of the time the home does not depend on one person's income alone. The husband contributes, the wife contributes. So you realize that when one person is not there, or when one person is unemployed, when one person is incapacitated, the impact is great. But what are we doing? What plans are we putting into place? Do we have emergency accounts? What How much have you saved? How much have you saved for emergency savings? How long can you live without work? How long can you live if your source of income, without your regular source of income, and pay your bills and do everything like you do? If you lose a partner, or if a family, the major provider of the family is no more, do you have life insurance? I mean, what are your plans? And these are things that we do not do. We think the grace of God abounds and everything is going to be okay, and all that overly religious and all that. So we do not take the practical steps that will help us to stand in these times. So when things like this happen, we get exposed. It becomes, we get so exposed, and people get to know that, so this person, after all, you see the GoFundMe everywhere, and it shows that you didn't do a good job. You didn't really prepare for uncertainties. So this is my take on this topic, guys. Let me know what you also think about why most immigrants are poor, or if you do not even think that most immigrants are poor. Also, let me know in the comment section. And if you are an immigrant, let me know how many months, how many years can you survive if you are to lose your regular source of income. Okay, let me know that in the comment section. Thank you so much for staying with me till now. Kindly do also subscribe to this channel if you have not done that yet, and see you in my next video. Bye.